Okay, in this video, we are going to calculate the derivative of this function using the definition of derivatives. So it's going to involve using a lot of limits. And the formula that we're going to use for the definition of derivative is that the derivative of f of x is equal to the limit as h approaches 0 for f parentheses x plus h minus f of x divided by h. And so I think it'll make more sense when we actually do a problem. So let's begin. So we would have the derivative of f of x is equal to the limit as h approaches 0. Now, wherever you see an x, you're going to replace it with x plus h. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So this would be 3 parentheses x plus h close parentheses squared plus 5 parentheses x plus h plus 7. Now we have minus f of x, so just minus parentheses this stuff. 3x squared plus 5x plus 7, close parentheses, all over h. So now we're going to expand it and continue this process. So the limit as h approaches 0, so we're going to have 3 parentheses. Instead of x plus h squared, you can say x plus h times x plus h. This piece we can expand, so 5 times x and 5 times h, so 5 times x plus 5 times h. Here we have a positive 7, and now we have to distribute this negative to all three pieces. So we would get negative 3x squared minus 5x minus 7. All over h. Okay, next we need to expand this piece, x plus h times x plus h. So we'll continue. So the derivative of f of x is equal to the limit as h approaches 0. So let's expand this out. So 3 parentheses x times x is x squared, x times h is xh, x times h is xh. So we have two of them. So 2xh. And then h times h is h squared, close parentheses. Here I might as well clean this up. We have a 5x, we have a negative 5x, so it got canceled. We have a 7, we have a negative 7, it got canceled. But we have a negative 3x squared plus a 5h. So we have this piece and this piece, all over h. Next we can expand this piece, so 3 times this piece, and 3 times this piece. But we are getting closer. So the derivative of f of x is equal to the limit as h approaches 0. So 3 times x squared is 3x squared. 3 times 2xh would give us 6xh. 3 times h squared would give us 3h squared minus 3x squared plus 5h all over h. At this point, we can kind of cancel some terms out. So 3x squared with negative 3x squared got cancels. And now we have each of these pieces has an h, so we can factor out an h. So we're going to get the derivative of f of x is equal to the limit as h approaches 0. So they all have an h in the numerator, so we can take out an h. Parentheses, h times what gives you 6xh? Well, 6x. H times what gives you 3h squared, so 3h. And h times what gives you 5h, so just 5. All over h. So we have an h on the numerator, h on the denominator, so they can cancel. And this is what we left off with. So the derivative of f of x is equal to the limit as h approaches 0. And we got 6x plus 3h plus 5. Now it's saying h is approaching 0, so when h is 0, 3h is 0. So our final answer of the derivative of f of x will be 6x plus 5, and we got this answer using the definition of derivative. And that's pretty much it for this video.